Why, hello, everyone. I've invited you here tonight, on this most suspicious of evenings, we kind of started last night, but, for all practical intents and purposes, this will be our first Naked and Afraid Elden Ring stream. Yes, I did name it after that show. don't, uh, don't ask too many questions. And we might change it. The rules of this run are blood frost. We don't actually have to be naked or afraid. But for now, we are. Gucci. Alright, what do we want when we're down here? We killed the Erd Tree. We should probably go get the thingy. There's a church we like to go to. Dr. M, how are we today? Do you have a prescription for me? Should we go down? No, we shouldn't go down there. Or should we? He asked. Somewhat expectingly. Oh, wow, that's some damage. Okay. Wait. We gotta go up here somehow. I don't remember how to. The Site of Lost Grace. Ooh, Elden Wings. No, Elden Wings is a Game Informer show. That will be going on this week. You know, that'll be the last thing I do at Game Informer. Hello, Beryl. How you doing? So excited for Final Fantasy. We finished Final Fantasy. It's done. It's done. And we're never going to talk about it again. Alright? Goofy, I am, I got a lease in my new area. I got a flight. I got movers. Things are coming together. Yeah, wings will be eating wings at Game Info. That'll be the last thing I do before they cut off my access. Shortly after that stream, I will lose access to all my, to all my emails and yada yada yada. It will be the final thing that I do at Game Informer, besides like a Discord going away, event. You don't have to turn in any badges. Luckily, since we do not have a physical location at this time, I don't have anything physical I have to turn in. Obviously, I'll be losing, all my email access and, health insurance and stuff like that. I just lost my... There we go, right there.
I hesitated.
Kevin, what's up? Yeah, Pratt, you'll have to wait a little longer on that. Yeah, back in the day, I would have had to turn into key fob. I don't have a key fob to turn in right now. Hi, Pratt. And welcome to the Sunday update. The closing bell doesn't happen without Pratt. I mean, sometimes somebody does it without Pratt here. Sometimes. don't know about that, Croc. I don't know about that. But welcome on in, everybody. I hope you're excited. I was going to play Myth Force tonight, but I guess we can wait. I was super eager to check that out, actually. Pratt, I am never going to say you need to be here over your family. That is ridiculous, and I hope that you had a wonderful time with them. I think that sounds great. And I hope you had a wonderful time. Today I did my last GI Show podcast. It feels pretty weird. We calculated how many episodes of the GI Show I was around for. That's in the show. I don't want to spoil it. I've been around a long time. Pratt, as this question has come up before, I don't have any interest in speedruns or speedrunning.
Well, it's been how can I have a safe journey?
That doesn't mean that I don't think they're, like, you know, if you're into them, go to it, you know what I mean? I just don't find them very interesting. Well, I need to get a couple more runes here so I can buy the darn... so I can buy the... I want to get our lantern, right? That's always a very nice early game acquisition before we go tackle some catacombs. And there is a catacomb, I think, in Limgrave we want to do, because I think it has the second Uchi Katana, so we can have dualies. Yeah, it was a very... I mean, frankly, it was kind of a depressing episode, right? One that I never thought I'd do. And that is a sound that a real-life human made, yes. Believe it or not. Time of day though, what? I mean, it was like it's like a 2-hour podcast. A lot of it is centered on me, obviously, because I'm leaving, so. I mean, it's just, it's so great to, I don't know. You can let me know what you think after you listen to it. Oh, yeah, it'll be released tomorrow. Sorry. Tomorrow. And I'm also going to be on All Things Nintendo this week, too. Believe it or not. So that should be fun. And then we do the Wingstop stream on Friday, and then guess what? That's it. That's it, and that's all. Hard to believe.
Back unusual to this.
I have not talked to MinMax. They, I'm sure I'll have an opportunity to discuss that with Ben, but I have not at this time. I realize that's a tradition. However, I don't think we'll have to talk, and we haven't talked yet. So I mean, that's not true, Rock, okay? Please. Let's not try to start that narrative.
Anything? Have a safe.
That's right, Pratt. Obviously, during the move itself, that might be rough because I don't know what my availability will be for my PC, but yes. There are no plans to change much, if anything, there at this time. How are you gonna miss me? I'm right here. I'm getting tired of this. You don't have to miss me. I'm right here. I'm right here. Of course I'm gonna be less salty tonight. I don't have to play Final Fantasy 13. Yes, it is. We're starting it naked. I reserve the right to change that, but right now we are playing naked, yes. Why are we naked? That's part of the run variety. We're naked and afraid. Remember that show? Ooh, that was not good. You guys remember that show? I think it was on Discovery Channel. No, it's not a retch. I mean, no, it's not retch technically, but it is naked. Now, you know, we can change that. The only rule that we're doing a bleeding frost run, so we're gonna have one in one hand, one in the other. I think. But we are completely naked. Obviously, that makes it a little more challenging. So, it should be fun. I don't know what that means. I'll tell you what, I really like Frickles. I could go for some Frickles right now. Yeah, that's true, Pratt. And yeah, Sackers, I believe that. They changed a lot of things. I don't think we're dealing with anything that they changed, though, with this build at all. I'm glad to see they finally buffed, like, you know, the first weapon I played through the game through. And all Colossal weapons after we got done with the Colossal run. I think we'll just never do Margit. I'm so tired of people trying to, you know, do Margit. It's always this thing. Maybe we won't do Margit at all. I'm trying to find the catacombs out here. There's a catacombs out here, right? Anybody know where it is? I remember it's back here somewhere, right? I am... there will be some time between... I'm not taking time off, if that makes sense. However, the move is a time-consuming thing that will take some time to get some pieces across the country. So there will be some time that I'm not working, but I don't know what my availability will be like because of the move. No, I don't think I have to get rid of anything else at this time. We got rid of everything else. We got rid of everything during the last move. Does anybody know where the catacombs is around here? I don't remember, and I need to find it. Because that's where the katana is, right? It is, Pratt, you're not wrong. At this time, I do not plan to get rid of anything else. No, I already greatly reduced my material possessions for this move. I thought I was close too, but I don't remember. I didn't. I felt lost. I felt naked and afraid and lost. The statue. Yeah, I know about the statues of pointy thingy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back up there and look.
Can you hear me? Help me.
What's up, Dr. Round?
Hello? Anyone? Oh, my star.
You don't see anything up there. What are you talking about?
Please. I thank just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all, I. Oh, that's well. I.
Up the hill to the right of Alex.
Once again, I journey to the east. One I and beyond upon this I'd heard doesn't then. I'm to Redmayne. I've heard.
To Redmayne Castle. This way? This can't be right, fam? Oh man, I'm so lost. Good thing I know where like 90% of things are in this game, but I do not know where this catacomb is. I don't know where I'm going. It's not down here. We were just here. I didn't see nothing. The storm is in my eyes, you know? We looked here. I remember looking here. I remember coming exactly here. I thought it was like right here. I don't know. It is a masterpiece, yes. 100%. I don't know. Probably because I don't ever come to the stupid catacombs, because I usually don't need to get an extra katana. But today we do! I don't think... I don't either, Jack. You can tell me where it is. That'd be helpful. Apparently, yes.
Jenny girl, come here for Christmas. We got you a brand new Kong. And Christmas time is only once a year for Jenny girl, sometimes known as Virginia. In certain company, if you know what I mean. Jenny, put the kettle on. We've got company for Christmas.
I do see the statue. Perhaps that will be helpful. So how many... I don't know, what does that mean, Argent, exactly? Wait, we can't get up to the statue. Ugh. There's no way to get up to the statue. It's impossible. I mean, as many times as they want, really, Argent. To be honest with you. As long as the gameplay keeps being amazing, I would say many, many more times. I mean, this doesn't really help at all. This is just taking us to the same... That was no help at all. We're stuck in the same exact area. This thing was never that hard to find before. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. Well, you know, we got there. In my defense, we never come to this catacombs. Ever.
We're going to a 3-star Michelin restaurant. The big surprise here, of course, is the guest of honor. Because you got this. Will be at the foot of the table. And our thoughts applying him red butter to elicit his volatile desires. Perhaps a fully loaded chicken basket.
I could go for a fully loaded chicken basket.
Crispy.
With some beef brisket maybe on the side? Maybe some pork belly?
No. I'd like to begin the life and times of my memoirs. If you may, today at this soda shop. Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is about Ginny Girl. Ginny Girl represents something very special to all of us inside. It is not a human. Rather, Ginny Girl is a representative of the terrier community. Does that make sense to anyone listening in on this?
That's a very cool one right there. I think we all miss Ginny Girl. Let's get to this bonfire and we'll run the stream raid. Where is the Uchi in here anyway? Do I have to kill the boss for him? I'm gonna miss everybody too, Spike. I cannot announce what is next for me at this time. It will be a little bit until I can do that. So hopefully you can be patient with me while we get that, while that gets cooking. And of course, I will miss GI as well. Goes without saying, but I have no problem saying it. When I can announce what's next, which will be in a little bit. Don't expect it next week or even the week after that, but in the near future I will announce it. Don't worry. That said, my last day at GI is this Friday, correct? So I got 2 more days. I'll be on stream with them tomorrow, and I'll be on stream with them Friday too, so there's a couple more chances to see me at GI content. And obviously I had my farewell podcast today. And thank you, Spike, for the kind words. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm still gonna be out here on the internet. You know where my Discord is. You know where my Twitch is. You know where my Twitter is. Like, I'm not gonna be, you know, I'm out here. So the rumors of my death are greatly exaggerated, as they say. So don't be a stranger. Chet tells me I'm Poochie, so that means I'm going back to my home planet. I'm not aware of that. I can't tell you what's next at this time. I hope that once it's revealed, you can be excited for me and the future as well. Hi, Adam. What's up? This is our Naked and Afraid run, where we are naked. Wait, where's the katana? I thought there was a katana here. It's probably behind some stupid wall. We need to find the... We came here for the Uchi. Double barrel, you will need to go far deep underground in order to come up out there. We've done it in every playthrough. We'll do it this playthrough as well. You'll need to do... In order to get up to that area, you'll have to do the Ronnie questline. In its entirety. Jack, you're right. I don't doubt... After the directions earlier, I don't disagree with that statement. But if you could try, it might save us some time. No, you do need the ring. You need the Ring of Oath in order to go up there. I'm afraid because we're naked. Naked and Afraid. Ever see that show? Isn't it a great show? We're basing our run on that show. There we go. Yay! Yeah, you know, it's kind of an homage. Back when I started at GI, I remember we used to go watch that show. Yeah, power stancing is super cool, isn't it? We love it. All right. Well, that's done now, which is good. No, oh, Pratt, I guess I didn't tell you. I'm staying in games, okay? I can't obviously say anything more than that at this time. But, yeah, we're staying in games, so that's what you get. I can't tell you anything other than that. I'm not... I would never leave games. So you do get that much. I know, Brett, I know. So I have announced that. I just really can't tell you anything else right now, and that's the way it is, you know? As soon as I can tell you, I will. But it'll be a little bit. As I said, Spike, when I can tell you, I will. And right now, I can't. I realize everyone has been guessing. Which is fun, but I cannot confirm or deny any guesses, because I can't tell you. But, you know, feel free to speculate to your heart's desire. A lot of people have been questioning me pretty intently, and again, I can't offer any assistance there. Yeah, traditionally you're not. That is how getting in. You know, that's how getting jobs works a lot of the time, actually. Generally, the announce is made with timing considerations in mind. That guy took forever to come out. I was like waiting for him. Yeah, there is a reason in place I can't tell you, Deadpool. Because unfortunately, that is kind of how things go. As soon as I can tell you, I will. Yeah, Dan, that was what I used on my first playthrough. Now they decided to buff it. Good for them, right? LOL. I should have waited to do this. I hate this fight. This guy's so silly this early. I would love a meatball sub, by the way, yeah. What I can tell you, and the only thing I tell you, is that it's in games, alright? There's been a lot of pretty fun guesses, but you'll have to wait and see, is all I can tell you. I mean, I'm always going to be a hype train, baby. Remember, whatever this is was something cool enough, alright? So that, and even if you guessed correctly, I couldn't tell you. You do know that, right? So it doesn't matter, Adam. I just can't. Unfortunately, I am bound by that. When the time comes that we can talk about it, we will. I assure you. If you guess it correct, would I confirm it? No. I would not be able to. So like I said, you know, you're free to do what you want, but I can't tell you any which way. So. Now, Leaf, it's gonna be a little bit of time before I can talk about it. Thank you for your interest and your patience. You don't have to guess. I mean, frankly, it's best just to wait, folks, but, you know, hey. You do you. And no, because of me losing my computer for some time, there will probably be less streams for a while, but we'll figure out a solution to that. Might stream off my phone, maybe? Who knows? Whatever. Figure it out.
Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little...
Yeah, Deadpool, that has been definitely very rough.
Repentance.
But, like I said, that's been really harrowing, but we've got all that. I think I've got all that figured out now. I finally have dates, and timetables, and all those different elements adding up.
Wait. I surrender. White flag and all. Well, finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a lady of reason, through and through.
This is Donnie D.
I took you for
And I'm here to tell you about a brand new cereal experience. It's gonna blow your mind.
Only for now.
It's got marshmallows. It's got
I'll be ready to win.
it's got marshmallows. It's got.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that. And again, you know, I'll be able to tell you about it sometime that isn't now. Until then, you know, hey, you can come hang out here with Donnie D. McDonald's fries used to be very good.
Just joining the fray. Well, I'm Yura, tarnished. You stay the post. Just remember me your emotion. One last word of warning. Stay, and it's as so. Stay clear of. Beyond your hearts, we will meet.
It is, yeah, I gotta get rid of all these Celsiuses. I told you,
Yeah.
I bought some the other day.
People love to talk about how crappy the foods are today, but it wasn't always that way. Fresh hunk of red cheese tomato was often seen as the pinnacle of a meal in a different era, when there was a bit more joie de vivre and everything, and that includes everything from the McDonald's fries to the Pizza Hut to the crayons in a box. You don't understand today the mass, crass commercialism.
Yeah, these things have wicked power stances, yo. The McDonald's fry?
Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. Being based on history, the stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab. What I'll do is use Benkei here to flip over this crab on its back, and you attack its weak point for massive damage.
That is indeed an E3 we'll never see again. Hello, Snake Eater. Welcome to Murkwater. It's got marshmallows. You know, I'm learning something this playthrough, and that is armor is good. Snake Eater, that is the current proposition. Whether or not I actually stick with it, we'll see. I reserve the right to change that, but right now that's the mission, yeah. You don't actually get really big benefits for having light load. Medium is fine. Right, Dan, yeah. Well, you know, we've had some experience, so I think we should be okay, but, you know, we'll see what happens. You know, I'm something of a divine beast myself. You know, I'm becoming the divine beast. You're correct. You figured it out. Light loaded, yeah, light's nice, but obviously the sacrifices you make for it are pretty extreme. Alright, we got done with a lot of Limgrave. Maybe we should go do, Morn Castle, perhaps, before we continue? Perhaps. You know, I don't know. That's the best part about this game, right? It's like a buffet where everything tastes good. And you can eat whatever.
A pleasure to thank goodness. I'm still looking not easy. You're telling me I don't believe. If I do, I suppose I'll ask Ma. Certainly, I know I can tell. If I suppose I'll ask Ma.
Hello, Azal.
I took you no matter
Good evening.
your own. Look, I would stay with absurd. I refuse. I don't doubt.
You excited for this one? Why are you excited for this one, Heavy Driver? Tell me. Final Fantasy 13 is complete. Thank God. You know, I'm something of a divine beast myself. How in the heck I am going to get one shot at eventually, Heavy. That is reality. And that's okay.
Oh, this
Listen, I can't remember very well. It is safe.
Well, thank you, Adam.
Allow you, a house, remember you.
Final Fantasy 13 is complete. The orphan fell last night. I guess we could do a little Castle Morny Morn. Even though I should go get some... You know what? We should be going to get some stones. But you know, whatever. We're here. Listen, hey, for all the Final Fantasy 13 lovers out there, I think you're great. By the end of that game, I could not stand it, though. It's got marshmallows. Hey, what's up? This is your boy Donnie D. Calling in with the hottest tunes today. Only on D Radio.
You gonna give me some trouble, big boy? Huh? Or are you gonna channel that famous Amish Gelassenheit serenity?
Literally nobody knows about that movie.
Good day, Mr. Helson Pepple.
Hey, Goldie.
I'm calling
Welcome.
upon you today to let you know that the feed and tack have been stored in the stable, and that an aperitif is currently being served in the parlour. If you wish to join us, simply grab your touch-tone phone and dial in for Halloween.
If you do not know of what I speak, then perhaps it's time for a little field trip. What do you say?
I put this one on there? Wow.
Peru. Yes. That is where we can get to the bottom of this mystery. Please see the attached documentation for details, as well as images that will be useful on the journey. The rest of the particulars will be sent to you in an envelope with no forwarding address. Please open it at your leisure, and by all means, do be careful.
Lake Como. Perhaps you've heard of it. Perhaps you haven't.
It matters not to this conversation. Know that Lake Como is very important in the scheme of things.
I mean, it's true. Touch-tone phones are a thing of the past.
It happened like a bucket of cold water coming after us.
You're just playing every sound,
We
Brett?
were trying to get away on the river. It came for
The
us,
sounds of Castle Morn right here, live.
and it didn't stop. Not until every one of us had seen what was gonna happen. And I'll tell you, I'll never forget that day. Oh, I'm contacting you today of a matter of extreme importance. It is, of course, an issue no less than Giddy Girl. The one we all talk about. She's known as Guinea Girl, and she is operating our lives beyond the shadows as many do. And today is the day that we discuss these operations.
M321, thank you so much for the sub.
Welcome to the world of Ginny Girl. A place
have a great
of
vacation.
magic and mystery.
Have a great vacation, M321.
Around these parts, we call her Virginia. But all of them were deceived. One dog was bred in secret. One terrier to rule them all. And we call her Virginia.
Oh, hi, Jenny. I'd like to place a carryout order. Oh, I'll have a turkey club and a diet slice to wash it all down.
Now, does that make sense to everybody else in the room? What's going on?
Snufkin, Predible seems to have played every single sound
Maybe
effect.
we need to have a meeting about the price of toast and tea, if you know what I mean.
That's Adam, that's right.
Sometimes the stock of honey is a little bit pricey for the currency in play, if you get my meaning. We're not talking about raw honeycomb here. We're talking about a process of refinement that requires the utmost care.
That belongs in a museum. So do you.
We need guile to draw out the necromancer.
Okay, how does it feel when I
Oh my
first
god,
got
did
on
he
this
play
phone? It hurts.
Terrier lore, yes, there is a lot of terrier lore.
Well, we're gonna get you back to that baseball game. Just have one of those lollipops that we're gonna have in the lobby there. And read this magazine while I go and talk to the nurse. I'm afraid that the situation is very dire. Oh no, what are we gonna do? I don't know, but Johnny cannot be allowed to have all of the red fury pots. Those are special for this office, and I ordered them for me. But doctor, what do I do about the bone? The lemon pops must be used.
There is a lot of terrier lore, yes. Hey, Leaf, thanks for kicking off that hype train.
Ginny girl, come here for Christmas. We got you a brand new Kong. And Christmas time is only once a year for Ginny girl, sometimes known as Virginia. In certain company, if you know what I mean. Ginny, put the kettle on. We've got company for Christmas.
I think Pratt has had sound effects going for the last, like, 20 minutes. It's actually pretty impressive. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great night.
Today is my 111th birthday.
Hype train! Oh my god. It's freaking balls! Balls! Vision! Thank you for 3 gifted. It is massively appreciated. And thank you so much for being here, being part of the community. Those are some sub snackers. It's a nice little snack pack. Great enemy. Not much of a great enemy, was he? I know, Pratt. I know. I'm aware a few of them weren't yours, but I mean, come on. Hey, Zellars, what up, yo? I mean, I'm not so worried about that, said Lars. I mean, I got nothing to prove to anybody. We beat this game a zillion times. I'm just doing it for I'm doing it for a little bit of flair, you know what I mean? Adds a little bit of zest, a little bit of spice.
Oh, and welcome to the Sunday update.
We got a hype train going on.
Today we have a bit of grim tidings.
As soon as I move into my new place, I'll put up the bonus soundboard for hype trains and stuff like that.
Available for those of us with intellect. It's called Kemp's Cottage Cheese. I know what you're thinking. No, this is not your regular.
I don't know, Zalars, I haven't been there.
No, it comes in special flavors like sriracha or bacon. They come infused so you can have your healthy snack with a bit of a little enhancement. That's right. Kemp's Cottage Cheese.
Adam, I also feel that way.
Bold flavors. Check them out. You'll be disappointed otherwise to know that your mind is lacking the brain food to make the correct decisions. Now,
I also feel like I'm having a fever dream. And yes, Brad, I think that'll be the case.
I made a mistake. I did not mean to insinuate that you were not the father figure, okay? Okay, you may in fact be the modern day William Jenkins standing over this flock. Snare side, okay? And the Snibbler. We're both very much involved in the creation of the father figure.
It's true. The father figure was a big deal.
Others might have thrown away the sweet and sour soup when they found a cretin swimming in it. Interloper. Insect. No. Not the father figure. Taught his children. Simply remove the threat and continue enjoying your soup.
I don't know if that was a good lesson to teach his children, but he did do that.
William Jenkins, okay.
You know, one of these days he's going to come on the stream and be like,
Eddie, we've seen that you've been hanging around the various shops of Anoka, including the ice cream parlor, where you've been eating the mint and the cherry. And yes, we have caught you doing the one thing you know that you shouldn't. Eating king of the ice creams, the butterscotch. An ice cream once popular, now lost to the masses and the vanilla and chocolate garbage. I'll have the roast beef combo with broccoli on the side. Make sure to sprinkle a couple of chives on there. And like a little bit of dill pickle. Butter brushed with a little bit of sourdough. Maybe a few butter biscuits on the side. Like real butter, please. Yeah. No, that's not the real butter. That's the margarine tub. We don't go there. That is, you know, they've done studies. Real butter. Something people don't use anymore. Very powerful stuff. Do your research. Maybe you'll understand. You see, what most people are trying to realize is that you cannot capture starlight in a soda product.
I think Pratt played every sound effect that exists.
Ephemeral substance. not be contained so easily. They're learning, you know? This will not be their last attempt to harness the marshmallow power.
Drop some freaking units, gang. There have been studies, it's true. Anyway, thanks for being here tonight, fam. Appreciate it. Pratt has decided to go through the entire audio catalog, so I hope people enjoyed that. I had to let those sound effects play, right? People have to enjoy those. That's the rule. You must be free to enjoy them. I mean, yeah, you know, Pratt, and you made sure that he got to hear that clip, whichever one it was that he wanted to hear, because you put all of them on there. I celebrate their entire catalog. Exactly, Heavy Driver, yes. I know, Prime. I know. You know, other people have hit the closing bell for Pratt while he has been away, while he hasn't been here. So, the closing bell is still very near and dear to all of our hearts. I don't know why, but people like that one. I mean, for the life of me, I can't figure out why people like half of them, but that's okay. And I do need to add a couple more to it. I can only have 30 sound effects, but we can swap. I'm going to swap a couple of them out. Like Starlight. Starlight Soda. What did I remove? I did remove that one. Yeah, I did. I did. But it's back, okay? By popular request. It means otherwise we have no intention of going to Ray Lucario right now, but yeah. Eventually. I actually want to go back to Eastern Limgrave. We got stuff to do there. I want to get the flask. We don't have the flask yet. Gotta pick up that, you know? Shrouded, how you doing, bud? Almost 2 months since... Yeah, it's true. It's hard to even believe that it's been that long. The beard definitely... Honestly, Prime, I'm at that stage where it's like, I'm gonna be trimming it, and I'm gonna make a mistake, and then it's gonna all go away. It is very unwieldy right now, as I'm sure you have noticed. When we discussed this game years ago, who would have thought it would be my last review? I did not think that, no. I don't think anyone could have predicted it. It's nice to go out on a 10, right? I mean, after I had my 10 hours with it, though, for the cover story, I knew that it could very easily be a 10, so I honestly wasn't that surprised when I saw the critical and commercial results. Correct. Andy's last review was also a 10. Yeah. Last of Us 2 is his final review. Snufkin, that's the way... Well, you know, one of the great things about this game is that everybody comes up with different solutions to the problems. I think that's a really fascinating aspect of these games. And to a lesser extent the Souls games, but even more so here, when it's more open-ended.
must heed my word. The village here and worse if you val. The turn back.
I don't know. Well, what's the point of getting his armor, Zedlars, when we're doing a naked run? We may change our mind, but right now we're going naked. I'm not dedicated to it. We'll see what happens. I am naked. What are you talking about? I'm completely naked. I have no idea how that would play out, Leaf. I guess I would assume Miller, but I have no idea. How do I feel about the WoW expansion? I could care less about the new dragon class. It looks pretty silly. I do like how they've stated to address a lot of the very serious issues with the game. Whether or not they actually do them, you know, that remains to be seen. Final Fantasy XIV is very... I don't actually think that those products compete with each other as much as you think. I think people play those games for very different reasons. Obviously, there's some overlap to both MMOs, but you know exactly what I'm saying. I predicted that WoW would go free to play about a decade ago. So, maybe someday. But anyway, yeah, I like what they're doing with some of that stuff, at least in theory. I have to get into the game and see it. Their borrowed power systems are just getting really, really boring every expansion. You know, you get all this cool stuff that you can't take with you to the next one. It's just like, eh. Correct. The Microsoft impending buyout is a very interesting component of this whole thing. Well, some of that stuff, Prime, is actually larger macro kind of things. But we'll see how... Again, remains to be seen. The music did glitch out, said Laris. You know what? I didn't need music. I'm too cool for music.
To reason, eh? But with a prowess for weeding deathroot.
Zellers, you know, we can go anywhere we want. Isn't that beautiful?
How would you like to earn the strength of beasts? If you're inclined to haunt more of those who live in death and weed their deathroot, then I'll introduce you to one. I have a matter of
This is
beast
Donnie D.
Very well.
I'm gonna tell you about a brand new cereal experience. It's gonna blow your mind. It's got marshmallows. It's got marshmallows. It's got.
What does that cereal have? Does it have marshmallows by any chance? Claws sound like fun, said Lars, and that would still go with the themes of this build. Is got. What does it have? Does it have marshmallows by any chance? I'm not quite certain if it has marshmallows. Yeah, Pride has been a wonder today, and so has everybody. It's always great to have you here, chat. FR. do the kids say? It's really based having you around, no cap, something like that? Or no, wait. Yeah, exactly. It's cap, right? I don't know. Dan learns TikTok will be its own magical adventure, right? Hey, Prime, I'm just trying to keep up with the slang, alright? Pratt is back. In fact, he was never gone. Not everybody needs to be here every day, folks. And, you know, I already take Friday nights off. I'm going to add another night to that schedule. I just don't know which one yet, but... Yes, Lars, I did. Yeah, BK Born, this is an all-timer, and I'm happy about that kind of, I'm happy that people are saying that. I don't know, is it, Lars? It will be another night. I just don't know which one. And of course, we could still be live on those times, but... I didn't put it to a vote, Double Barrel, but thank you for the input. Dan learns TikTok, yeah. I just don't have enough stuff. There are only 30 spots I have, Pratt, so I can't put everything in there. Please kill Margit for the talisman. I'm not going to use claws, I don't think. I think Katanas is in the cards here, but we can kill Margit if you really want to. I feel I try to not kill Margit in these runs, potentially ever, because I'm so tired of new players thinking that that's what you have to do. Katana is not generic. Katana's super cool. We have not done a Katana run at all. You don't have to, Double Barrel, that's correct. You don't technically have to. And I would like new players to not beat their heads against him, so I try to not kill Margit. Potentially, you know, I was planning on possibly not killing him at all this run. But everybody in chat wants me to get a talisman slot and all that. Book talk, that sounds great. I know, Snake Eater, that's the... Too many people play it that way, and I'm trying to teach people to not play it that way, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I want to be the example, you know? I want to set the example by not forcing Margit. What do you think? Should we kill the, should we take the easy dragon cache? I don't need anything that he gives me from the death.
I smell it feeding me. Tarnished, I should feed me.
That's actually some pretty good stuff. Beast Eye is good, yeah. I'll attack him later, Zellars. My goodness. What's gotten into you? You want me to do all these different things, alright? You know, I'm sure we'll do another run. And don't forget, you know, there's people have speculated a lot more coming for this game. We are spicing it up. I'm not wearing any clothes. And we'll go kill stupid Margit in a second, alright? Lord. But I want to say, you don't have to kill Margit, alright? Like, literally ever. I know, right? I'm sitting here naked. Well, I don't know that, Zellars, okay? No, see, the pot of the head isn't naked now, is it? And that's the let me solo her thing. And that's a pretty cool meme, honestly, but it has nothing to do with this run. We promised this run a long time ago, actually. Not the naked part, but the bleedy katanis. Double barrel, there is... I mean, technically you never have to do Stormville Castle. If you feel like doing it, though, you can, eventually you'll run into another character and Margit will go away. Hey, Pretendus One. How you doing? Croc said he wanted me to do it. How much of this game is actually required? Very little. It's kind of the beauty of this thing. Yeah, it'll take like 5 minutes maybe. And then, yeah, we'll go kill Margit, okay? Even though I don't recommend it. What the... Because Double Barrel, I find a lot of new players think that you have to do Margit very early on because they feel it's like a recommended path through the game. And to be very clear, you should probably never, if this is your first Souls game or whatever, you should probably do Margit very, very late and not bang your head against him. Yeah, like the Tree Sentinel. Correct. Exactly like that. Yeah, Prime can disagree with me all he wants, but I'm right. Yes, Prime, a lot of people aren't looking to smash their head against that guy, alright? There's plenty of other ones that are gonna give them trouble. You know what? I guess what? I think I'm right. How about that, chat? How do you like that, Zellars? I know a lot of I know people that I've had to like coax back into the game because they got stuck banging their head on Margit. That would have greatly benefited from going somewhere else. Obviously, everybody in chat, or a lot of us in chat, are like Souls enthusiasts, and yes, we can choose to make those calls, you know, in terms of how we want the fight to go, but I don't want new players like stuck on it, you know what I mean? When they should just go somewhere else. Once you're well acclimated into the series, like many of us are, we can do whatever the heck we want, right? We can fight Margit whenever we want. We can do whatever whenever we want. But I don't like people thinking that like that's the canonical path, that I have to go here and I have to beat Margit. You know? That's all I'm saying, okay? Okay. It's a big dragon, Snake. You get a lot of soul. This is a very good... If you've got a bleed weapon, which you can easily get at the beginning of the game, you can come here and get a ton of early runes. I'm sorry, souls. My bad. Blood Echoes? Yeah, those were fun, weren't they? Now that's a game. Imagine Bloodborne, but Elden Ring. How many times have I heard that over the last few weeks? The answer is a lot.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your arm.
Good to see. I have you to thank. I can happy. I'm as yet. But if I'm unfit, well, I certain Roderick.
Wait, why are we reading you? What? What's going on? Yeah, of course Millennia did that. Millennia created Caelid, yes. Oh, you're talking lore. Cool. The flame of my ambition. You know, we could go get some more seeds before we do this. There's a lot of things we could do. Whatever. I do what I want. Oh, we'll do that. We'll do a fight club. We'll do a fight club one of these days. We have a... Listen, it's going to be a long time before we get another From game, okay? So...
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
I know, Prime, I know, but... You know, sometimes I do things because chat wants me to. Other times I don't. Okay, I'm in Goldie. Enjoy it. Put on some SpongeBob or something.
Let it be Margit the Fell.
Come on, I dodged. What? Oh my god. You're right, Zethers. I do need to turn. I need to turn the game off, don't I? I don't know how the music broke. Let me. Let's fix that first. I wonder if I need to go all the way out. Does look like that, yeah. I don't know how we managed to kill the music, by the way. While we're waiting, we can run the stream raid. I know, Prime. Well, I did get knocked off the edge, okay? It's not like it killed me. Yeah, I don't know why we don't have music. We're correcting that right now. $20,000, 30,000 XP. HP, actually. I haven't collected my full thoughts. I'm glad that stuff that I used at the beginning got buffed. Yeah, these big balance updates. I don't think we have music. What is wrong? Oh, we have the music turned all the way down. How did that happen? Yeah, I just turned it back on. It was on 0 for some reason. I think that they're doing a much more aggressive patch job on it. I mean, they've patched their old games too, but generally a lot smaller touches and over a long period of time. They've been pretty aggressive with the patches. Get it, patches? Get it? I just chose to eat it rather than try to roll off the cliff again, so that's fine. I'm more afraid of falling off the edge than dying to anything else. I did say that, Snake Eater, but chat wanted me to, so here we are. We did, in fact, say that, okay? For the record. I mean, every boss is an illusion, right?
Judy girl, come here for Christmas. We got you a brand new Kong. And Christmas time is only once a year for Judy girl, sometimes known as Virginia. In certain company, if you know what I mean. Jenny, put the kettle on. We've got company for Christmas.
I mean, those of you that have dogs will know about the Kong, and if you don't, you really should think about it. I see a lot of pet love in chat, which is great. Terriers are my favorite kind of dog. All kinds, obviously, but obviously Willie and Ginny are two of the faves around here. Oh my god. That's okay, Zalars. You must not have cool dogs in Iceland or something. Yeah, the extra iframes that I get on the light build. I'm not used to having such a big roll. Well, Zillars, I'm glad you're liking the run. You know, if you don't like this run, there are 5 others you can watch on the YouTube, and I'm going to be getting Final Fantasy up there in its entirety over the next couple days. It's already spicy, Zedlars. I'm naked. I'll tell you, it doesn't get much spicier than that. Well, Pratt, that would be a violation of the terms of service, okay? And we don't want to do that, because then we can't stream. These guys are like super sword resistant. Have you noticed that? Like, my katanas actually, like, bounce off them. So I shouldn't actually be fighting these guys at all. Well, that one had gold eyes, Zedlar, so it was worth killing. But yeah, we should avoid them. Yeah, Only Dance has been a funny joke for a long time, hasn't it? Okay! This guy needs to stop shooting me. It's really annoying.
You gonna give me some, trouble, big boy? Huh? Or are you gonna channel that famous Amish Gelassenheit serenity?
Yeah, they dropped more. They changed it. Like, they patched it a few patches ago, right? And added more smithing stones in to the mine drops, I believe. I mean, I think that movie's, like, really interesting. It's a bad movie, but a lot of dystopian near future things are very much the samey, and that one is a little different. Oh my god. It's called Mute, Zedlars, and we just lost 5,000 runes. So it's a good thing we killed that dragon. Hey, thanks, Erlen. I'm glad you enjoyed that fall. OMG, I lost all my runes. See, double barrel, it shouldn't. It's just part of the game. And it will take you a couple of years to get used to that, but once you're acclimated, you won't care. I lose 200,000 runes, I don't care. You know? It'll take a little bit of experience. But in time, one of the best things you can do for yourself with this game and their other titles is to completely remove yourself from any kind of getting attached to your runes in any way. There are always more. Many, many more. It is easy. And eventually, double barrel, that will happen to you too. It just takes time and loss. Spike, have a wonderful night. It's easy because you don't actually have to do anything except play the game for it to happen, eventually. But you can't substitute the experience, so you just have to stick with it until it happens. Until your mind eventually says, you know what? I don't care. And at that point, from that point onward, you won't. It's not. No, it's just. It's really not a big deal. It just feels like it is. You know, death is part of the game. It's a core feature. And really, it's nothing to get bothered by. How many times have I died? We've died a lot today. Like, a lot. You know, Opportunist One, unfortunately, that is true. You had a smart mama. Well, yes, Double Barrel, that's correct. You should be doing that. But you also shouldn't worry when your runes do go away. But yeah, that's just common sense. Like, you're gonna, you know, spend your runes before you lose them. Sure. Of course. Now that we don't have any runes, we really don't care. I mean, yeah, I am the Soul's daddy. 'Tis true. But eventually, if you just keep playing the games, you'll become a Soul's daddy too. Or a Soul's mommy, or whatever kind of Souls you want to be. Imagine that, Brad. That sounds pretty exciting. Wow. A lot of guys. A lot of guys down here. Wow! What that guy? How did he get down here? Pretenders one, it was. We got through it. And I'm glad we made it. I think we had a good time together playing Final Fantasy 13. We got a shortcut, so it doesn't matter. We're all good. Wow, cool emote, Pretenders one. I want that. I want a moving manatee emote. Why don't we have that? Double Barrel, again, in time, you'll understand, okay? There's no substitute for experience. Eventually, you'll be like, I don't care if I lose runes. I don't care if I die. You'll just be like, whatever. We'll get it next time, you know? But that will only come in time. There is no, like, way to fast track that, I don't think. But what I can tell you is that it will eventually happen. Yeah, you know, I don't even know if the games still need the losing runes mechanic. I think they'd still be very powerful with it. But it's been like a core of what From likes to do, so I don't have a problem with it. It's kind of their thing. Oh, hang on, Prowl. I'll answer that question in a second. Looks deep. trying to bleed the crystal guy might be tough. I wonder if I have a spare hammer lying around. Oh, there we go. Very important bell bearing. Okay, so when the young Dan Tech decided to have a passion in games, he wanted to turn into a career. What was the end goal? When the young Dan Tech decided to go into games, he was like playing Final Fantasy on the NES. So I definitely did not think about writing in terms of it. My first major in college was business, and I changed to journalism in my second year. At that point, I did know I wanted to write about games or games adjacent after I started getting into freelance at that time. But yeah, of course, you know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a game designer. Who doesn't, right? You get to see all these cool games and magazines and stuff. I'd be like, wow, it'd be cool to make those, right? Yeah, I mean, it's obviously those games treat death very differently, right?
Greetings. Are you here for spirit?
Well, I took news no matter. It's lay out your arms then. I spoke with she has it, so I told him indebted was all I could. I'm sorry I doubt.
I mean, I didn't know what a game designer did back in those days. I had no idea. I was like 7. I thought game designers did the entire game, right? I had no idea of the concept of like splitting teams off to do different parts of the games and how games were created. I didn't know any of that. Yeah, correct. Obviously, I'm a little older and wiser now, right? Hey, Mariano. Hey! Well, thanks for coming, and I hope you enjoy playing those games. Playing games is pretty fun, isn't it? Yeah, so when I was 7 years old, that's what I wanted to do, okay? When I was reading GamePro and Nintendo Power and playing stuff on the NES. My scope and vision changed, obviously, over the course of my life. Barry, I mean, there were still teams back then, but yeah, they were not the giant, multifaceted teams that we have come to know today with, and there certainly wasn't all the different elements in them. Correct. Correct, Pretendus one, that's right. I wanted to create a game with 5 out of 5 fun factor. You're not wrong. That is actually true. Was Elden Wing? Elden Wing was a
Back over no matter.
an interesting thing that we're currently doing at GI. And I hope that people have fun with it. But yeah, that was when I was a kid. I knew at that early, I knew I wanted to be involved in games in some capacity. Which is still rather, infancy. People thought games were toys. You know, that kind of thing. And it's been very interesting growing up with the business. Near the end of my college days is when I started writing about games professionally. Started with Magic the Gathering, and moved into video games from there. Yeah, and I'm not a math and physics guy. I know myself well enough to tell you that. But I can tell you, I know a lot of people say that people go into game journalism, that they don't know they're going to go into it. I knew I was going into it when I switched my major as early as sophomore in college. I didn't ever expect I'd be at a print publication at that time. But I obviously got a lot of experience working on another print magazine at a different job, so that certainly didn't hurt my chances. Goodbye, Adam. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. God, did From kill it with this game or what, yo?
I know what you're thinking as 3 o'clock CST or 4 p.m. EST.
Pratt, we're not leaving yet.
Comes up quickly on a Monday, doesn't it? The closing bell, as they call it. For whom does it toll today? Was it you? Was it me?
Buildings was a monthly magazine, Heavy. I'm sure it still exists. It was a trade publication, so, you know, it's designed for facility managers and building operators. Those are the people that get value from reading that magazine. I didn't have a college magazine, pretend this one. I was working for a clickbait farm in college called Examiner.com, but it was a good place to cut my teeth and start meeting people. I still work with people today that I met back in those days. I worked with Brian Shea, actually, at Examiner.com. That's where I first met him. Believe it or not. But that was certainly a really good way to get involved into the world of press in an immediate capacity. Like, you gotta start somewhere. And they paid, you know. Honestly, their rates were really, really good. You'll never find that kind of rate today. Some say that, Pratt. Yes, I've heard that. I've heard that rumor. But I didn't work for the magazine until I was out of college. And I moved to Iowa to do that. To be honest, my role was much more web-oriented. You know, working on how we can get more web traffic, product modules, that kind of thing. You know, working with the CMS. But yeah, still everybody worked for the print magazine too, so... Where am I now? We are underground, Double Barrel, deep underground. This is in, what, eastern Limgrave. There's a mausoleum that you can go down that'll take you under here. Into this vast underground. There's a whole world down here, and there are several different entrances to the underground. I assume we'll get more underground with theoretical DLC. This place does have mad loot. You see this game very different now, knowing the Irish influence. Yeah, and there is. You couldn't tell that in your first playthrough? Come on, I thought you're a man of the world, Prime. It's actually really easy to find Old Barrel. They even put something in to try to make you find it. Let me pull out my map. I don't think I have the map unlocked, sadly, so I can't really show you. I don't think we picked it up. We did not, but look at here, okay? So if you go to this third church of Marika, where, this is where you get the Flask of Wondrous Physic, okay? Just go straight south and you'll hit the river well. It's right next to the map thing. And there are actually multiple... You're not... No, Double Barrel, don't say that. That's the... No, it isn't true. You're not an idiot. Things are very easy to miss. It's a giant world. Sure, Canadian, if you celebrate such things. What class would I suggest starting a first run with? It depends what you want to do, Superintendent. Classes start with some gear and skills that, you know, obviously you can take your character in any direction you want, yada 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 after the game starts. Thank you, Canadian. I'm glad you enjoy the beard. You want to live. Samurai, then. I mean, in all honesty, magic is very powerful in this game. So if you want to go magic, go something different, but if you want to go melee, Uchi Katana is a great starting weapon. We're using it on this run. For now. I mean, things in this game are easy to miss. That's kind of some of the charm of an open world game. Discovery. Actual discovery, right? Yeah, you know what? Half the time you can't appreciate how awesome the enemy models are, Pratt, because you're too busy trying to run or kill them. I think a From Bestiary would be an awesome thing. Yeah, I agree, Croc. I have no problem with that. I would love to see that. How do you fight the floating orbs of magic? You don't. You let them do their thing and you run. And they go away. Wow, I did all that for a sliver of meat. And you may ask yourself, how did I get here? Exactly, Pretendus One. You know, there very well might be, Pratt. That's true. Could be. It is a possibility. You should always maneuver around them with care, as they are very dangerous. I mean, yeah, you gotta think that this game's, like, definitely getting DLC, right? Like, I would be very surprised if it didn't. Does this area have its own map? It sure does. Its own map, its own bosses, its own loot, its own things to find. It's quite a bit down here, and this is not the only underground area. There are other access points you'll have to unlock to get to other underground areas. We'll go grab... there's a map that we're going to grab, but we're kind of doing it in reverse order here because we know the area pretty well. Snufkin, I would not... You know, honestly, I would not be surprised about summer timing. You know, along with everything else. Well, I'll show you the map down here. Yeah, Double Barrel. You can come here, Double Barrel. You're probably much bigger than this area is at this point in your playthrough. There are plenty of things you can miss in this game. It's true. That's the, you know, that's what happens when you have an open world, right? Level 61-ish with, yeah. And you're using the Fang and the meter. I told you to just do... Alright. I am glad you're playing it your way and you're having a good time, Dobro. I am. I don't think I would ever use a staff with the Bloodhound Fang in one hand. But you can. I can't stop you. I am glad that you're loving it. I really am. Unironically, I love watching people figure things out and how to do things their own way. That is a true joy of this game and the Souls games. You're not exasperating me. Why would I'm not going to zoom the map because I don't have the map yet. We have to get it. It's over near the boss. We're doing this area in reverse order. The map, like, is lying right outside the boss room. You know, Lord Horsey. Mystic Moose, yes. That's the official title. Oh, God. Would I two-hand the Bloodhound Fang? I'd probably dual-wield it. It depends. You're obviously finding value in your magic, Double Barrel, so if it's working, don't break it. Do what you want to do. I tend to be sort of all in my builds. Like, if I'm playing magic, I'm playing magic, and if I'm playing melee, I'm playing melee. I don't like to fiddle with both of them. It's very viable. You could have a friend give you one, you could dual wield them. Yeah, that's certainly a thing you could do. There are 2 Bullwinkles in the game. Yeah, don't change it, Double Barrel. Again, if it's not broken, don't fix it, you know? You do you. Play it game your way, alright? As we always say around these parts. Imagine a flying squirrel boss. I don't think From excels at flying bosses, actually, so I don't really want to imagine that. I think flying bosses are some of their weakest stuff, just because... It mainly has to do with how the, you know, melee and camera works in these games. It can be very frustrating to try to, like, hit them. The Toby Kadachi's in Monster Hunter, come on. I should have gone with a different voice, man. It sounds like there's some extreme distress when we get hit. Oh god, Marcus is gonna die so much on Friday. We're gonna have to eat all of our wings this week. It's gonna be hot, hot, hot. You could do that, yeah. They love the gargoyles, right? Gargoyles and asylum demons. Same time every Friday, Pratt. 2 p.m. CST. I mean, yeah, Marcus was doing wings that were a lot hotter than he's used to. Okay, we need one more thing. Here's the map. I'll pull it up. See, this is a whole underground area here. This place is like pretty isolated here, but there are other underground areas that will unlock in other parts of the world. This is the boss area right here, but we are not ready for the boss because we need to find one more obelisk to light. And I don't know which one we missed. I mean, this doesn't really help, Pratt, because it's there's really no, you can't get down here from up here. It's a very good map, I agree. And I know people were really concerned about fast travel. If this game didn't have fast travel, it would be arduous. And unlike the naysayers had predicted, it did not ruin the game. I mean, yeah, well, after people saw it, like, yeah, the fast travel is absolutely necessary. No, he's eating the same hotness. He's doing atomic. How many years until we get another FromSoft game? I don't know. I think they're probably full bore on stuff for this right now. I'd say a year from now. From now, yeah. For a new game? I mean, yeah, you can think what you want. You asked me for my prediction. The Great Mouse Detective is very cool. Good to hear. Good to have him. Good to have them here. Great soundtrack of this fight. Haunting. This guy's gonna be rough with these katanas. At a Witcher 3? No way. It's got that signature from software. No! Oh my god. I did get destroyed. You're not wrong. This is one of those things where, like, you know, the lock-on is tough to kill him with. I should go upgrade my imps. Don't lose my runes. Why? I don't care about my runes. And you shouldn't either. There are always more, I keep telling you. Oh, wow. Wow, this is instantly killed my summons this time. Not great. We like those little guys. Timing is just really off. How did that hit? Come on. I just wanted to make the music last longer, right? Pro strats. Thanks, Dobro. Snake, it does sound really brutal when my character gets hit. You noticed, I noticed. I don't know. Yeah, well, you know, Zillars, I'm used to it. I can do that for a lot of fights, okay? You do know that, right? I'm not particularly concerned. Yeah, go ahead. Go tease it up then. Tease it up. I did not lose my runes, it's true.
Greetings, are you here for spirit?
How do I not have any grave glovewort?
Well, I took you no matter it's lay out your own.
Grave Glovewort 2. Where would we find a catacombs? To change the... Oh, yeah, that's right. I can do that. That's right. Well, you know, maybe it's grown on me. Maybe it'll make me get hit less, because I don't want to hear it, right? Maybe it will trigger a visceral response in my mind that subconsciously makes me not want to get hit. That is a noise that came out of a real human being. Which, surprises me to this day. Why is Netflix self-sabotaging? I don't think they're doing that at all. Wow. That's a lot of screaming. Oh yeah, Severance is really good. In my top 10 TV shows of all time roster, I think. Exactly, Pratt. Thank you. Ronnie told me I couldn't be your friend. She didn't tell you that. I don't think Ronnie the Witch would tell you that. No, no, you didn't. You can get. I'm pretty sure you can get back to her quest line, unless you do something really, really nasty. It's like meant to be an accessible part of the game. Did you try to kill her? Yeah, I mean, if you try to kill her, you could probably do the absolution thing. She won't tell you where her body... That's fine, so what? Are you doing her quest chain? Hey, don't join Salvius. Salvius is bad, a very bad man. Jay, I think you're probably okay. I would go look up a Ronnie quest guide and make sure that you're doing the right thing. It's actually not that complex of a quest guide. Of a quest. I mean, you can do it without a guide, but I just want to make sure that you're okay. Good night, Snake. Oh, no, Pratt. Talk to E.G. You don't need to do any of that.
I know what you're thinking, as 3 o'clock CST or 4 p.m. EST comes up quickly on a Monday, doesn't it? Closing bell, as they call it. For whom does it toll today? Was it you? Was it me?
Oh, aye, we're finished.
No, Zillars, why would I kill him?
Then please give
He's gonna die anyway.
the medallion only but for deep. Alas.
Thanks, Pratt. Too bad you gotta go. Jay, as far as you don't have to talk to EG at all to do her quest chain, except at the very beginning, when you have to, like, for story reasons. I don't really like killing NPCs. It's not my thing. The closing bell. People really like the closing bell. Well, she probably just wants you to go do the next thing on her quest chain. We don't harm Bach. We don't even whack the tree that Bach is in, okay? We don't. Yeah, he does want my help, but we all know where... You know, we don't want to take him down that path. He's better off in the tree. You don't have to give it to him, but... Double Barrel, you don't have to worry about this NPC. It's a side quest thing. You, completely optional, like so many things, like 90% of this game. A fairly easy side quest to miss as well. But I think they raised, there's basically a hidden demi-human in a tree somewhere that you have to let loose, and then there's a whole line that comes out of that. You hit the tree. Well done. Like, I'm not even going to go up there and get the memory stone because we're not going to ever use magic, so we don't need it. Well, you can or you don't have to, Double Barrel. It's really up to you. Actually, I was looking for catacombs. I don't know what I'm doing here. Wow. I could sell the Magistone for runes. Wait, can you? I don't know if you can. Wait. This guy might be a little thick for us right now. This guy is one of the original thick burgers. Love Hardee's? Yeah, there you go. Old-fashioned, original, thick burgers. Yeah, it is a better idea to fight him on mounted for sure, Pretentious One. You're not incorrect. But I can't do my sweet double stabs on the horse. It is obviously recommended, okay? I also think we want to get some upgrades before we fight this guy, TBH. Yeah, what's the question, Ron? Was front mission a series I wanted back? No, not at all. I'm aware it's coming back. I think I wrote up the article when they announced it. We're not going to 100% Stranger Paradise. We did play through it. It wasn't this week. That got announced a long time ago. Possibly several months ago. Maybe a month ago, 2 months? A month ago sounds right. Alright, we're gonna grab our runes and get out of here. Rogue Legacy 2? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. For sure. I don't think it's gonna be a slow and chill 3 months at all, Zedlars. I think there's gonna be a lot of surprises. And Rogue Legacy 2, I think, is gonna be, you know, that's obviously something really cool that we're looking forward to. And also Salt and Sacrifice should also whet our appetite. Of course you will, Zedlars. Of course you will. I'm sure some people out there care about VR Prime. I could have sworn there was a catacombs up here. A Uden Chronicle. Which one is that? I'm looking forward to the actual Uden Chronicle. I'm not looking forward to the Iden experience that's coming out this year, the action one. The turn-based Suikoden giant one, that I'm looking forward to. Slugmer, hey, it is 420 day, right? So I'm glad you're liking it. That said, I mean, we're wrapping up here soon. The good news is we'll be back tomorrow. Right. The one on Game... Yeah, sure. If it's on Game Pass, why not? But... obviously looking forward to the real one. Now, I mean, it's not any less real to make this other thing, but yeah, it's kind of weird they made two different products, I guess. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Like, that's going to be a big deal. Looks like a really cool game. A lot of potential there. Like, I don't think it's going to take the, you know, that kind of game mainstream or anything, but, like, for us JRPG fans, I think it'll be pretty freaking nice. Kickstarter games didn't live up? That is not true. Not all of them do. Many of them do. Darkest Dungeon was a Kickstarter game. Wasn't Hades Kickstarted or something? There's a lot of amazing... there's a whole list of really great Kickstarter games out there somewhere. There are some very, very great Kickstarter games. It's not... Why is it ribs, Lars? It's coming back. It's literally what's coming back. It's what Ayuden is going to bring back. That's the vision, right? Oh. Oh. Well, I hope to see you all tomorrow. Yes, I was, Lars, yes. During my college years. I will, Slug. I will. I'm probably gonna be checking out a lot of content while I don't have my PC, right, on my phone and stuff. You're very welcome, Zalars, and thank you for coming. Have a wonderful evening, and hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow for some more Elden Ring. Unless Myth Forest turns out to be amazing, then maybe we'll play that. But more than likely, we'll continue this run tomorrow. We are Double Barrel. We completed it. It's done. Final Fantasy 13 is done. We are now on an Elden Ring run. Okay. Have a great night. Get some sleep. Have a good time, and we will see you tomorrow. Later. Bye, Job. We're leaving. You hit the end of the stream, my friend.